Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a Muslimah's reflection. So today we're about to reflect, right? I don't know if you've seen what I've seen recently, but my spirit says speak. She be like, so let's just tell it. So today we're about to do a reflection. And before we begin, I would like to say that this by no shape, form, or any means is to make fun of or condemn the person, but this is to enlighten people. And as you join me in my reflection, you shall see. I mean no harm in any type of way, fisabilillah, my brother. But we gonna reflect on this.
What I'm referring to with me watching and seeing this event play out and seeing our teachers, particularly Ustad Anwar Wright and the rest of the individuals that was used as proxies in this event. So what I wanted to share was some of the things that we learned from our teachers. And we learned this from them connecting us to the scholars. And that is that we do not defend ourselves. We only defend the Sunnah. So when watching this event play out and seeing the brother being basically oppressed, as we will highlight and mention, and seeing how they stuck to this principle, to me this was impressive and something I think that should be noted. I know that it's not something that they would know, but for us as
our teachers, who are our teachers? The scholars. Who are the scholars in which you are mentioning? We are mentioning the Sunnah and defending the Sunnah, but not defending ourselves. And we'll get to that point in a moment. But in what shape or form or fashion were the actions displayed in those videos and what that poor young man endured? What part of the Sunnah was that? What part of respect was that for Allah Azza wa Jal? Did you honor the sacred months? And following the Sunnah, is that how we follow? Is that what the teachers and your scholars have taught you? And I know we're seeing what the pieces, right? Because, everybody is good at pointing out, doing clips. Hence, I got clips. But reality is reality. And abuse is abuse. And no matter how you word it or paint it, it is what it is.
Particularly Anwar Wright and what he did and what he didn't do, and particularly why he didn't say anything in response. So, with me, what I understand and know is I understand why certain things happen. And I feel like, so should everybody else know. Only because I see the attempts that the people of innovation, the people of desires have used to take this event and to use it to attack the character of the brother in particular, but more importantly, the Da'wah, the Salafiyya as a whole.
So, our teachers and our scholars have said to defend the Sunnah and not to defend ourselves. But have we heard any actions of or how we're defending the Sunnah, or how we are going against the Sunnah, or are we discussing is about how the person is attacked in the comments for the acts that were performed that were allowed? Because as far as I know, what Sunnah is if you don't speak up, you're in agreement. If you sit back and let things that you know are wrong happen, then you agree with the wrong doing it, and the punishment shall be equal to you. Because just like in a crime, you in a sex ring, somebody else could be murdering you, the driver, you're going to jail too, fool, if you get caught. So I don't understand that. But we're not defending the people. We don't defend ourselves. We defend the Sunnah. Because we are Salafiyya and we follow the Salaf. What Salaf do you follow? Where's your Isnad, your chain of narration? Who are your scholars that date back to the first 300 years in which you follow consecutively, religiously, to start from there? Or do you start within the 1,000 year of this beautiful deen? But now it's about attacking a movement. Everybody's attacking this movement. This movement. But you want to call it Salafi? No, baby. It's Wahhabi. It's a Wahhabi. You're a Wahhabi. That's what it is. Let's call it a spade, right? The problem is that the Wahhabis were always being attacked by the name Wahhabi, so they had to change it. So now you feel it's the type of way of a Salafi. I'm just waiting to see if you're going to change it again, but I don't think so, because you claim that it's the people that's attacking, but you don't see the bigger picture. See, because y'all not taught Islam. Y'all don't believe in spirituality, so you can't be seen beyond for what you parrot and what you're told to believe. You're not tapped in, right? But you think you are because you follow the Salaf, because your name is Salafiyah. I don't give a dang who don't like what I'm saying. Come for me in the comments, baby, because guess what? One thing for sure and two things for certain. I always stand 10 toes down for the heart, even if I'm alone. This is Ala Sunnah wa Jama'ah, and we ain't gonna come to play. Historically, we didn't play. We come from warriors, baby. Warriors. That's what you could call me. So, where is the Sunnah?
That we've seen a lot of people throw and ask was, why would the brother say, may Allah give you what you deserve? So, I'm going to answer those questions, because I asked those questions because I wanted to understand. And once I knew the questions, I understood why they were silent. For one, I'm going to mention the comment, may Allah give you what you deserve. Because this is something that was achieved and represented to the Muslim community as a lie, as a deceit. What most people don't know is that the video is chopped. And that there was a portion of the video in which Muhammad was talking to law enforcement and telling law enforcement that it was Anwar Wright. So this part of the video was cut out. Why? Because the attempt that's showing the willingness not even to be just, to create a narrative. So when Anwar Wright responded, may Allah give you what you deserve, this was the response that he stated to him after seeing him inform the detectives and tell the detectives his name, who he is, and as being a part of the individual who assaulted him.
So, again, we're still watching. Are you guys following me, or do you feel like I'm just attacking the Salafiyah dawah? Oh, excuse me, the Wahhabi dawah. Let's correct, like my teacher said, let's call it for what it is, because we ain't gonna keep letting y'all slap this Salafiyah. Y'all was Wahhabis historically. Y'all been Wahhabis. The only reason why y'all changed y'all name is because y'all got tired of being attacked under Wahhabi, and it got real bad. Like it's getting real bad now. Like it's getting exposed. But as y'all just saw that, back to it. What are we talking about the Sunnah here, or are we just talking about the individual? Are we explaining individual actions, or you know what I'm saying? Like, are we are we trying to explain someone else's actions that ain't explained it for themselves? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm listening to. You know, I'm trying to understand, because I'm not biased by all means. You know what I'm saying? I like to know all sides of the square. You feel me? But I just can't help but to just feel like something is different. So to say, may Allah will give you what you deserve. Like, okay, so even your explanation, that explanation to me, bro, don't even make what he said sound even better. Oh, because he was giving my name to the police, because he was ratting me out because I didn't do nothing. I was just there, whatever. I ain't do nothing. I'm gonna say, may Allah give you what you deserve. That's still, where's the justification in that? Like, come on now, baby. Please, you could have came with a better story, even if it's the truth. You could have doctored it up, dressed it up, made it sound better for us that I guess too many, I guess you can't fool the intellect.
Show the whole narrative. Why? Because the attempt was to attack the character of the brother and oppress the brother, because we know that from our teachers that we don't defend ourselves. This is not a defense, particularly of Anwar Wright personally. This is the exposing the tactics of the opponents of the Dawah, to show the lengths that they would go to in order to try to mislead and mislead the people, even presenting lies, and then making up, Photoshop videos to support their narrative, not understanding that when this incident took place, Anwar Wright, who is free from having anything to do with it, he remained silent because...
So again, by no means, this is not a defense. We are defending the Sunnah. You understand what I'm saying? Did you hear the words that are coming out of his mouth? He's defending the Sunnah, not the person, right? But every excuse is an attempt. But the one thing that is Sunnah is not to remain silent when wrong is being committed. Even if you use your tongue, your hand, do something, right? Is that not the Sunnah? But is what you're doing and what you're saying, your scholars, your teachers, we don't defend ourselves, we defend the Sunnah. So right, he's not defending himself, you are.
This was an injustice. A videotape that was doctored and put out in order to support a narrative in which to try to turn the people away from the people of the Sunnah. If they were, even if the least bit, if they were sincere, they would have at least not shot the tape. So when we see stuff like this, man, and we know that our teachers, and this is another thing that we see that I wanted to mention, because everyone talks about, with the attack, what happened. One thing we'll see when our teacher, Ustad Anwar Wright, was attacked in a particular masjid that we won't name, you didn't see no social media posts with that, because we didn't, it was no point.
So, this who you send to rebuttal the attacks against the Wahhabi Dawah, and not the person, but all we spoke about so much was the person, right? Is that who you sent? That's what you have? That's all that you brought for us? After all this time, out of all these comments, out of all this commentary that you have seen, this is what you come with. And then you say to turn the people away. But then you say, what's funny to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not being funny. If that happened to your teacher, but why your teacher don't speak? No, not your teacher, your teacher's teacher. Why your teacher's teacher don't speak? Because my teacher speak. I don't know. Why are you speaking? And when you're speaking, you're not given anything but more reasons to doubt, to question. For those that use reason, right? That's what Allah Azza wa Jal tells us to do, to use reason. So this whole video just got me like, sounds like a bunch of, you trying to bamboozle me with words, or trying to finesse me with words, bruh. You can't finesse me. I just call me two-time, baby. Because I ain't falling for that. No, we're not going to do that. And again, this is no attack to the brother. I'm talking about the situation here. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Okay? As far as the movement, like I said before, do we realize what's actually going on? Because Allah Azza wa Jal would always expose falsehood. Always expose falsehood. And what happened to the brother if it happened to him inside the masjid, doesn't make it right. So that says a lot about your doctrine, right? Your doctrine is okay to attack people, but I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? Do you actually know your history? Or do you just start at the Kitab Tawheed by Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab? That's I do have that book on the shelf. And when I opened it, I was just like, it don't sit well in here. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. To be following Al Sunnah wa Jama'ah and not Al Bid'ah. That's what you want to call the people of innovation, because that's what you follow. That's what you are. It's the pathway that you're going. Let's be true, Wahhabi. Okay? Let me learn you something here. Because according to Imam Sulaiman ibn Abdul Wahhab Rahimahullah, the brother of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, in his book The Divine Lightning, he states that his brother was the deviant. In so many words. I'm paraphrasing. That's what I like to do. Just keep it simple. He was the deviant. He didn't like to listen. He had arrogance. He thought he knew better than everyone else. He comes from a family of prominent scholars. His father was a jurist, right? Do you know the history of the one that you follow? Or do you only know from the Ben Bass Razan and the little pagans that they tell you what to do and you just follow for your breadcrumbs? Polly want a cracker? I mean, I'm just saying. But historically, I'm not surprised at that happened to your leader, or it's going to happen to many more of you pretty soon. Or look how extreme your doctrine is. Your doctrine, in a sense, almost oppresses the women. They have to be a certain type of way. Everybody has do you guys not see the arrogance that has been passed down to you, and you think that is Islam? But Allah Azza wa Jalla says there's not a mustard seed of arrogance will make it into Jannah. But yet you follow the one who was so arrogant in his thoughts that he created something completely different from thousands of years that everybody else followed. But his doctrine was the only one that was perfect. And now we change it to Salafiyah, and we supposed to just think that's okay? When are my people going to wake up and see that what they did, the ones that follow Christianity, y'all just turned to the same thing? I just went from a blind following Christian slave to a blind following Wahhabi slave. That's all. I mean, I didn't take a different hat. But the thing is, at least in Christianity, I got to, what I'm saying, pop my collar a little bit more. I mean, look at what y'all do. I'm sorry, let me stop being funny. But look at what y'all do. Look at how you behave. You can't even come with sunnah. Where's the sunnah in the actions of anything that was done? Where's the justification? Where's the Sharia? Which madhab says that this was justified? Those are questions that are legitimate to be asked. And because people speak out now, we're attacking the whole Salafi Wahhabi movement. But yet you guys come out and attack people. Oh, it was clipped. It was altered. The clip was altered. Y'all see what y'all did? Oh my God, look at the babies over there crying now when the same things you do get done to you. Whoop did he do? People clips every day, B. Truth is always exposed. You can't hide too long up under the rock. Eventually, the sun gonna shine again, right? And so people are starting to wake up. Because why would I want to be a part of a doctrine that historically went against the thousands of years of what our Nabi Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us? Which was passed down from Jibril alayhi salam, which was given by Allah Azza wa Jalla. So you see, there's that divine chain of narration. So you telling me those that follow this divine chain are deviants? We are the ones committing the fitna because we choose to speak up as we should? Oh. You more outraged about this than you are about what happened to the people in San Diego. Let's talk about it. Did she say it? Yes, she did. You feel more some type of way about this right here. Why? Because you can't hide no more. I mean, come on, man. Your own little prince of Saudi or whatever you want to call it, whatever. Was it Mohad bin something, whatever his name is? What did he say? He already done told you back in the 1800s, before you was even an itch in your mama and your daddy pants, baby, that they made a freaking pact. That your Wahhabis had a pact with the Eurocentric government. So what does that entail? The same pact that them people had with our traitor people, ancestry people. You understand what I'm saying? With Christianity. So you don't put two and two together, but we attacking you? We attacking you? Or we trying to wake you the heck up?